Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 16th of January, 2023. What an interesting streaming day, because now I came back to full force today for a full double stream day, as opposed to yesterday when I had to take half the day off to do the Patreon private React videos. And it was a good variety of stuff today for sure. Started off today strong with the Level 1 podcast that was pretty chill. Announced brand new animations. We now have a new animation for a $10 tip, as well as for a $10 super chat, that are both Oblivion themed. So if you like Elder Scrolls, you're enjoying the fact that I have started up the Oblivion playthrough per your viewers' choice requests. New animations that'll be played during all of my streams moving forward, much like how like last year we had several different Skyrim animations. So now we've got the cool Oblivion themed ones, which is really nice. In addition, got a new hat to add to my rotation of hats if we hit our tips goal, which is a straw hat from Luffy. That's right, Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece. Since I am playing One Piece Odyssey, it makes sense to have a silly themed hat for that. I tried it on today on the Level 1 podcast. If you want to see that, it was pretty good. I like the shirt, or I like the hat a lot, excuse me. And if combined with my red vest, I will literally look exactly like Luffy from the show / manga, which is kind of cool. So, good stuff there. And of course, we talked about various other things as well. Actually set up the poll by which overnight you guys can vote on what game you want to see me play as the late game tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a moment. So it was a very good podcast. And then the first gameplay stream today was Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Now, I'm not expecting to get sky-high viewership for this playthrough. However, I am expecting to get pretty decent, engagement and support from those who are here. And I did. I would say the stream had roughly, at any time, between 250 to 350 viewers. On the high end, we actually did have over 350 at one point, but then it kind of trailed off after a while, especially after my break. What did we do in Oblivion today? Well, no major story elements whatsoever. We actually stayed in the town of Coral, did a bunch of side content there. Then we moved on to the next town, which is Chaindel, I want to say. And did a bunch there. We signed up for both the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild. We did quests for them. There were some other miscellaneous quests going on. Help these brothers defend their farm against goblins and get a sword. Help these fighters in a cave against a bunch of goblins and get a big reward for that. And so, some pretty solid progress today. And then we ended up in a kind of an interesting plot line as well, trying to fix the way that, I guess, Chaindel was being run, where there's a corrupt person, like officer or captain of the guard, and we're trying to fix that situation too. And that's pretty much where we ended the stream. Also, encountered a random Oblivion gate in the world and was able to take it on and beat it by myself. So that was nice. I guess we're going to encounter these random Oblivion gates and take them on for optional rewards, which I didn't even know, but I was like, oh, that's cool. It just popped up. Might as well do it, right? So it was a pretty good stream overall. Now, was the engagement great? Yes. Over 100 likes, and everyone was talking for the most part. There were a few dead times. For the most part, people were engaging with me, which I really appreciated. How about support? Support wasn't bad at all. Good amount of super chats. Actually got a few new members, and tips were all right. I want to say we definitely hit the tier 1 tips goal. I actually don't remember where we ended it. We definitely didn't hit the tier 2, but it was between the two. So it wasn't bad. Pretty good. If we can maintain that level for Oblivion, it wouldn't be that bad. I mean, obviously, some days I would hope that we will hit the higher tips goals, but I'm not going to complain. It was a pretty solid stream. Great progress, good fun, great interactions, everything good. Then tonight on the late stream, it was Warzone 2.0, the return after me not having done Warzone for 3 days. And let me tell you, the bounties tonight that were offered to me were some of the most generous and biggest ever. We had people who were offering, top 10, top 5, top 3, top 2, win. All these were basically, if you do those things, you will get rewarded with a contribution. Now, as you know, every time that I play Warzone now, ever since I got my win about 2 weeks ago, my goal is to make top 10. And even though I don't always make top 5 or top 3, as long as I make a top 10 once a night, I feel like I've done my job and, tried my best and at least accomplished something. So, tonight was a unique combination. All right, here's what happened. A couple matches, I was outplayed, which is always fine. There's one situation where I'm in a window looking out. There's a guy getting out of a vehicle. Oh, let me try to get him. I start shooting him. He pulls out a gun and goes patunk, patunk. 2 zoomed in shots, kills me with 2 shots. I was like, wow, he had to be very accurate, right? He must have been a really good shot. He owned me. That sucks, obviously, to be outplayed like that. One of the other matches, we're down to I think I was top 30, and then I bust, basically the circle's coming in, I bust into a building, oh crap, here comes another guy. Unload, kill him, And as I'm in the process of reloading and I'm about to go loot them, someone else had heard and comes in and gets a predator kill. What I call is that's someone who's stalking you, and they come in after the fact when you're not ready, you haven't recovered from your last firefight. They come in and they swipe up the kill. It's exactly what happened. I wasn't ready, and blah, got me from behind. So in some cases, bad luck. All right? Then in some cases, there was some complete and utter bullshit. Some really bad connections tonight. One match, I was stuttering and going while running across the map, which means the server connection just was completely desynced. It wasn't good at all. There was one time where I was almost in top 10, and I was in a bathroom, but it was a larger bathroom. Guy comes in, and he's searching the whole building. He opens the door. I just happen to be standing behind the door. He doesn't know I'm there. So he goes into the tub. I just open fire. Of course, he shoots me once, but I got him, right? Close the door. I'm looting. I reload. Another guy's coming in the house. I go again. He opens the door. Oh, shit. I'm going to do it again. I open fire again. Same spot. I die instantly. What? It was exactly the same thing twice in a row. How the first time did I very easily take the guy, and the second time, the guy insta-killed me. So you watch back. On his kill cam, I literally never looked at him or fired. On his kill cam, I'm staring at the door like this. I never even raised my weapon. On my screen, it was exactly the same situation twice. The second situation, I fire. It says he's taking damage, but then I die instantly. So again, the servers are garbage. The servers are showing one thing, and then what happens in the match is completely different from what actually happened. It's bullshit. It's not right. There was another situation where I'm in the gulag, and my teammate and I are standing next to each other, and we look, and there's the guy. We both aim to fire. You're just dead. We're like, what? It didn't even show him. Like, you're telling me this one guy, because his other partner wasn't even with him. You're telling me this one guy looked at both of us and insta-killed us both with one pistol shot. Like, what is going on? And it was things like that all night. So here I am, I was working hard. I was trying to, go with the flow. I had a couple really epic kills. There was one kill where I jumped off of a rooftop and I glided down on my parachute to another part of the map, and a guy just happened to be running out of a building, and I landed, and as I landed, I got a shot, 2-3 shots off, landed, looked over the edge, and finished him. It was a really epic, paratrooping in kill. That was a really good one. But the problem was, literally all the bounties tonight were survive, top 10, top 5, top 2, top 1, and I'm not kidding, they were the best bounties ever offered to me. I got none of them. It's terrible. It sucks, because there's one thing if you're trying hard and you're getting outplayed, because then at least you could say, you know what, at least I learned something, at least I saw that situation, all right, fair enough, touche, next time around, I'll get them. But there's another situation entirely when you're playing correctly, when you're doing things right, and then the game will show a kill cam where you died instantly because you never looked or fired your gun, while on your screen, you were opening fire and had a full clip into the enemy. There was another situation. I'm in a building. I have it set up so that there's only one door in. Guy comes in, murder him instantly, no problem. Okay? So another guy is going to come in. I hear him coming in. I do it again, second time. Exact same thing. Aim, fire. The game even shows me shooting at the guy's head. You're instantly dead. Shows kill cam. Oh, on his screen, you came around the corner, didn't see him, and he aimed and shot you first. It's like, and when that happens, do you really want to play again? Right? And that's the thing. This has happened also in the standard multiplayer. It's not exclusive to the Battle Royale. This exact same thing happens a lot in this game. But the game is so popular, people give it a pass. The game is terrible. The connections are not consistent. They're wonky. It's not fun when you're not losing because you are outplayed or even bad luck, but because the game doesn't work. Just because the game doesn't work. It's a $1 billion company, and this is the connections you get. It's laughably bad. So it's frustrating to me because this honestly, yesterday, I'll be transparent with all of you. Yesterday, I only had one stream, right? And I had to spend the other half of the night doing private patron react videos, which I love doing, by the way. They're very fun. But I only streamed once yesterday. It was One Piece, and it was a slow stream. So today was my time to make that up. Let's have a really good, strong day to make up for the slow day yesterday. Okay? Well, first of all, before trolls say, oh, yeah, but you got money from Patreon. Yeah, I did. At the beginning of the month, that already went to bills. That doesn't factor into the daily income I'm making, I run 2 streams for a reason, because I need to pay my bills and get by. So it's frustrating that, one day I underperformed and had to. There's nothing I could do about that. And then today it's, oh, let's come back and be strong. Oh, Well, guess what? You get none of these bounties, these generous bounties that were offered you because the server screwed you, because the game developer is lazy. Not because you were outplayed, not because you suck at the game. You know, there were times when I was outplayed. And if the whole night was that, all right, it wasn't. I would say probably 3 matches I lost because I was outplayed or just bad luck. And at least 3 matches I lost because the game connection was fucking shit. And it's disrespectful and disgraceful that this company operates that game like that and does absolutely no effort to improve anything because they know that people buy it every year anyway. So yeah, it's disheartening. I did my absolute best. I worked my ass off, and I basically, by the way, thank you to anyone who did attend that stream and supported it anyway. All right, it wasn't like it was a dead stream. It was still good. Super chats were good, and actually I got some tips, which is good that I got tips without hitting the bounties. I'm very appreciative of what I got, but I was like, damn, with all that was on the table, and I lost it all because the game ran like shit. That pisses me off. Okay. Now, I am going to play it again later in the week. Don't worry. This is not going to discourage or dishearten me. I am going to regroup, and I'm going to play it again on Thursday night. All right? Okay. So tomorrow, Tuesday, is my final consecutive streaming day of the week. I'll be honest with all you yet again. I'm really hoping it's a good day when it comes to attendance, when it comes to engagement, and yes, when it comes to support. I've now had a very slow day and a day that was hoping to make up for that slow day, and I really didn't. I hope tomorrow goes well. So what are we doing on Tuesday, the 17th of January? First stream, of course, the Level 1 podcast, and then Signalis. This is a survival horror game that came out in October. It's on Game Pass. It's an homage to Resident Evil and Silent Hill. It is set in the future. I guess there's a bunch of synths or AIs running amok. You're trying to figure out what's going on. Why are they out of control? I guess there's limited ammo, limited inventory space. You know, it basically plays like classic Resident Evil, similar to Resident Evil 1 Remake that I just played. Only difference, I never played this one before. So we'll see how good it is. I hope it's good. You know, people recommended it. We have people actually said they wanted this over Resident Evil 0. So that's why we're doing Signalis. It's about 10 to 14 hours long. I'm excited to jump into it. You know, I love classic survival horror. We'll see how it goes starting tomorrow on the main stream. 12:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is when the gameplay part of that stream will begin. Okay? Now, tomorrow night is in your hands. The poll to determine the late night stream on Tuesday at 6:45 p.m. Pacific Time is currently right here on this channel. You go to the main channel page of DSPGaming. You know, you got those tabs that say home, you know, videos, live. Go to the community tab, scroll down a bit, and there, if you post down, you're going to find a post that says, hey, you know, vote. Here's your 2 options. One Piece Odyssey or more Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Please vote. Whatever wins will be the late night stream on Tuesday. I'm off on Wednesday, but whatever does not win will be the main gameplay stream on Thursday. So don't freak out if what you wanted doesn't win. You're going to get a giant chunk of it, a big stream of it on Thursday regardless. All right, but please vote. Thank you all to everyone who does. Signalis, and whatever wins the vote is the final streaming day tomorrow. And again, really hoping for attendance, engagement, and support to hope make up for, you know, the fact that Sunday was a half day. And today didn't go as well as I had hoped. Okay? Guys, thank you so much. Please have a good evening. Hope to see you tomorrow for my final consecutive streaming day of the week. Peace out. Have a good one.